ceiling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top.
And let's go straight.
Well, Kevin Love has dramatic.
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. Garland is out there with Clarkson. And it's Thornwell in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Richardson. Brent, as the season goes on, and here we are about halfway through, are players' roles still evolving?
Not the starters at this point, Kevin. They're pretty much
set. They are what they are.
They are set in their ways, and they're set in the minutes that they're going to be playing. What the coaches are trying to find are unique combinations that might have to be on the floor because circumstances from the other team are dictating so. So which are my lineups that I can have out there that defensively I'm going to shut down great guard play? Which of the lineups do I have to have out there in order for us to have enhanced shooting ability for a stretch of minutes? Which ones are going to speed my team up to put pressure on the opposition? I think that's where it is that coaches are trying to do a little bit of tweaking.
Come on. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And all month long, he's been fantastic, and now he's been named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts. Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Pass to Love. And the layup is good.
Maybe some underrated parts of Kevin Love is the strength that he has in that lower body. Excels at absorbing that contact and then up and powers through.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
We played just over a minute here in the first. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the duo inside, Love and Thompson. Garland is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Thornwell in at the 3 slot. Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear, ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win. And being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that.
Things settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Here's Clarkson. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him.
And, you know, questions for the Sixers about fit between their 2 young stars in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are legitimate questions, because when young players are that talented, it sometimes is hard for them to sacrifice their own games for the good of the team.
That free throw, no good.
And, you know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team all-rookie and continues to develop.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Outside for Simmons. To the right side. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, you cannot neglect putting a body on Simmons. I mean, with his height and athleticism, this dude is a problem on the glass.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The pass to Garland. Back to Clarkson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And for Simmons and Embiid, a clash of styles, too. Simmons, you know, Clark is at his best in transition.
And, you know, Embiid, guys, is more a half-court threat, attacking in the post. Long term, I think they'll figure it out, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out between those two.
Here's Clarkson after the made shot from Joel Embiid. The shot's good from Love. Love's got his third basket of the night. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pulls up. Again, Philadelphia. And so here's Cleveland, trailing by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Thornwell, guarded by Harris.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Now, here's Garland, guarded by Simmons. And here is Garland. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The shot by Clarkson, no good. From 13, a new 14 for the 76ers. The second effort, Harris's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Thornwell can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 7. From the wing, Thompson with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Passes it to Clarkson. Fade away. Thornwell, the pass to Thompson. And at last, they get one to fall.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Embiid. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Here's Thornwell. Pass to Thompson. Now Clarkson. From deep three-point range. That one doesn't go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. There's Embiid. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him, Greg. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Philadelphia.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And you look at Joel Embiid, Clark, for a player standing 7'2", probably close to 300 pounds. You've got to be impressed with how well he moves out there.
And, Kevin, that's the first and most eye-catching thing about him when I watch him, is how nimble he is for his style. And you notice it at the offensive end because he's got great skills and footwork, but defensively, he doesn't pick up a lot of cheap fouls despite having the primary role of rim protector for his team.
Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. The 76ers making a switch here. Horford's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Nance. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the shot goes down.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Sexton. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Dishes it to Horford. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Embiid. And finally they hit one. Embiid's got 9.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks as always. I had a chance to catch up with Coach John Beilein. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Ennis. Unhindered, going all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And he makes that one. 11 points in the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man Colin Sexton already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs. Oof, that is a tough shot.
Embiid dishes to Burke. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And so much for the Sixers is predicated on Joel Embiid's health. Do they need to restrict his minutes in the regular season to keep him ready for that playoff run?
Well, you know, we've had all of this conversation about load management and managing the minutes of your key players, and Embiid with his injury history would certainly be a candidate for that. But we also saw what the Raptors did last season with Kawhi Leonard, so maybe the Sixers take a page out of the Raptors book in that regard.
No good, shot missing. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Oh, Nance in position. And stolen by Horford. 3-on-3. Poked away.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Checking in for the 76ers, Sarge. Mike Scott.
It's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And then for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Henson. Kevin Love comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Garland in for Matthew Dellavedova. We've got Joel Embiid. Harris is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Bolden in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Garland kicks to Love. Love draws the double. To the paint. Here's Sexton. No good, unable to end this run.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Count it. Good. That's now 8 points for Tobias Harris.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 7, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Sexton's got 9 points.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Love. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Early in his career, Love got the stretch 4 label, but he's always rejected it. He prefers to call himself a post player who can shoot.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Both free throws good from Love.
Well, last season, Kevin Love suffering the toe injury in the very first exhibition game. He'd be ready to carry the load, but surgery and a long rehab set him back.
Now, here's Garland. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. And after playing as the second or even Greg, the third option behind LeBron James, Kevin Love embracing a bigger role.
Give him a lot of credit. He sacrificed stats to help Cleveland win a title. Intriguing to see what he can accomplish when he's set loose.
Here's Garland after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Looking to get it going. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 16 points for him.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And it's in there.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Cavaliers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Now, here's Garland. He's got 5. Here's Thornwell. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Washington. Good on the bucket. 20 points for him.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now, here's Garland. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Here's Sexton. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. Thompson the bounce pass. Here's Love. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Here is Love after the Sixers pick up 2. The wide open look here for Garland. That falls. Great assist by Love. Garland's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
That shot, no good. Cleveland's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Thornwell kicks to Garland. Love looking around. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot by Sexton, no good. The 76ers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Oh, and he can't cap off the break. Now Garland. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Sexton. Hits it from three-point range. Sexton's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And that one's good. Simmons.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Thompson outside to the left side wing. A second chance effort. Love can't hit. Now the 76ers with it. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. It's deflected. The Cavaliers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Took him no time at all on that one. Sexton's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Outside for Simmons. Second chance shot, and that's good for 2. He's got 24.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. The shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. Kicks to Sexton. Passes it to Garland. From about 16, he gets it in there. Garland's got 10 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
1:31 left in the first half of the game. Goes up at the stripe. To the middle. Takes it from 10, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Floats one, fouled on the shot, and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Henson's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Josh Richardson. 2 shots.
That's good from Richardson. And Richardson drops them both. Here's Dellavedova. He averages about 5 points a game. The tray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. 76ers ahead, delivering the blow. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Philadelphia. On the court for Cleveland. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. Clarkson is out there with Garland. And it's Thornwell in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
First one falls for him. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Clarkson finds Thompson. Thompson is doubled.
Philadelphia foul call. Number 35. That's his third personal foul.
For three, Love traps in the tray. Love's got 12 in the game.
Boy, it sure is a lot of fun watching Love bury these outside shots. I mean, when he's hitting from deep, it opens up things for everybody.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Garland. Down low. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
The three, it's good from long range. He's got 31.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Pass to Love. Clarkson looking for an opening. They get a hand on it. And now the 76ers on the break. Pulls up, high post. And that one goes long.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
The three. Another shot. And now Philadelphia on the break. And slam dunk by Harris.
Not settling for the layup. Sometimes you got to go strong, and Harris gets the chance to stuff it there. He didn't let it slip by him.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Count it.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Garland, the pass to Love. Buries the long-range jumper. Love's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Harris. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And all month long, he's been fantastic. And now he's been named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score.
Oh!
Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, wow. Now that's what I call a throwdown. Maybe Love should save that one for the dunk contest. I didn't know he had that much style in him.
Good work there as it goes.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Thornwell can't get it to go. Here's the break. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And a chance here now to look at the rookie race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. And we've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
And that's no small achievement, Craig. I mean, even early on like this, I think it shows you how well he fits into playing at this level.
Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of microanalysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. And you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say. So you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be.
Substitution here for Cleveland. Henson's checked in for Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Clarkson. And it's Sexton in for Garland. Horford trying to free himself up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
I like the work they've done at the free throw line all throughout this game. They've been the aggressors.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Dellavedova kicks to Sexton from deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 6 assists in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, here's Sexton. Richardson covering. The shot by Sexton, no good. The 76ers shooting right around 46% from the floor in the third quarter. Back to Richardson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. From past the arc. It's a hand on it, and it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got 7 points in the game.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Dellavedova kicks to Sexton. Back to Dellavedova. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Henson trying to break free. And it's Dellavedova missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Mike Scott taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 7 rebounds in the game. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Philadelphia, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent. And
Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology, if you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Ennis out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Burke, and it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Clarkson. Drops in the layup for 2. Clarkson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Love the pass to Garland. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Love wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And he's got 41.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Henson dishes to Love. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Back to Love. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Inside, here's Burke, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and this is Kevin Harlan with the terrific 2K Sports Crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Come on, not today. I'm tired.
Sorry, you got to do some media.
Can I skip?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our postgame interview.
Hey, Kenny here, man. Great game. Nothing anyone could do to slow.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Kevin Harlan, for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jay. Oh, there he is, Jay.
Big day.
Thanks again for doing this.
Oh, I'm so ready to do it. Let's run everything by one more time, make sure I got it.
Okay, so there's two main goals that we have here. The first is to launch our new customizable GX bottle.
Right, GX bottle, I know that.
Yep, and the second is to establish you as our celebrity endorser.
Gotcha.
It's simple. Yes, exactly. So I'll start with a little spiel about the bottle.
Okay.
And then I'll toss it to you, and you'll talk a little bit about why you like GX, and yeah, it's simple.
Simple, it's easy.
Totally. Now, the main thing is that we really, really want you to be yourself. No phony self.
Right.
However, there are 3 things we'd love you to hit if you can.
Okay. Yeah, what are they?
Okay, so the first one is the lid ID ring. That's at the top of the bottle. That's where you put your name and your number and the branding of your favorite NBA team.
Cool.
Second is the bottle itself, which is all different color combinations, and you can personalize that with text.
Gotcha.
Third and final is the tagline. Try to hit one of those if you can. It would be amazing.
Which ones are more important?
There's 2. The first is Fuel Your X Factor.
Fuel Your X Factor. I
and
like
the
it.
second is Reinventing How You Fuel.
That's my favorite one. Reinventing.
Nice. So,
Perfect.
as Reese said, we want you to hit as many of these things as possible, but we still want you to be Che out there. That's why they're paying
I'm
for
Che.
you.
Right,
Nice.
definitely.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All
Great.
right. Hey, Che.
Yeah.
Break a leg.
I will. Thanks, brother.
There's a lot of pockets out there. Nice job tonight, Jay.
Thanks, Ted.
Is that something you've been emphasizing more as a team?
Yes, it is. And, you know, we're watching a lot more film, and I think it's getting us a little bit better at reading offense, and it helped us, you know, get some more passing lanes. Some of it's luck, too, being at the right place, you know, at the right time kind of thing. But when working together as a team, it could be any of us out there. So shouts out to the guys, you know, for doing their jobs, making the right rotations, and putting us in a position to succeed.
Nice game, Che.
Thanks, V.
You must be looking forward to facing those guys again.
Hey, you said it, Vinny, not me. Hey, Patty, what's up?
Any concerns over giving them some bulletin board material, Che?
Concerns? No, not really. I mean, we play the game on the court. Bulletin board got nothing to do with it.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone. It is an exciting day for us today here at Gatorade as we launch Gatorade GX, our brand new customizable hydration system that reinvents the way you fuel. I love GX. I use it every day, but rather than bore you with my stories, I'm going to pass the mic to Che, one of the brightest young stars in the NBA, and he's going to talk to you about how GX has helped him to perform at an elite level.
Hey, thanks, Reese. I appreciate that. Thanks for having me. But like she said, Gatorade GX is pretty revolutionary. And first of all, it's completely customizable. On top of that, they got the lid ID ring. You can put your name on there, your number on there, so you don't have no random guy just drinking out of your bottle by accident. Oh, and you can put your favorite NBA team on there, too. They got all the teams. Oh, yeah, something else I like. You can customize the bottle itself with like 1,000,000 colors. And you can throw some text in there, too. Whatever you want.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's a great product all around. And it's gonna reinvent how you fuel.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Che, and thank you to all of you guys for coming out. Now, if you look under your seat, you will find a customized GX bottle that you can take home. Yay! And as you can see, there are many, many combinations, so feel free to trade with one another until you find the one that suits you best. All right, thank you.